Hello and welcome to Candle Pits for Cancer, live from Webster Timber Lanes in Abington, Massachusetts, raising money for bowlers and their families in the fight against the costs of this terrible disease. Donate or take part by going to candlepitsforcancer.com. This is our 9-pin showdown. 9 pins counts as 10, be it for a strike spare or 10. Introducing the stars of our semifinal match. Our 2-time winner with a qualifying score of 784, Shawn Baker, and our number 2 seed with a qualifying score of 816, Tim Douglas. And now your host, Paul Grant.
Those watching on Canopy Bowling Network on YouTube, please subscribe for free. Over 2,000 videos, close to 4,700 subscribers, free of charge. Semi-pro to pro action, something for everyone. Canopy Bowling Network on YouTube. Welcome to those watching on the WN Sports Television Network later on. Shawn Baker, the 5th seed, very deceptive 5th seed. What a great overtime throw against Hall of Famer Bob Whitcomb.
It was a crazy match. You know, it was known Bobby forever, and it was just neither one of us really bowled very well. And it came down to how it came down. And
it's funny, you get that 207 to close out Keith Beaupre in that final string, and then all of a sudden it doesn't go your way. It's funny how that happens sometimes.
Well, that's candlepin bowling. Yeah. If anybody bowls candlepin bowling, they know that's why our game is so unique and so fun and frustrating and everything else.
You always done a great job making the merchandise for Candle Pits for Cancer, the shirts, the koozies now, and the towels.
Yeah, she puts a lot of time and effort in what she does to help out for this and everything else, and I think everybody should be thankful and everything else.
I'm keeping him extra busy.
Yes, you are.
All right, good luck today.
Thank you.
All right. Tornado warning. Tim Douglas, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
How's it feel to be below your brother 2 pins?
What are you going to do? He bowled better than me, so nothing I can say.
Be a Douglas, a twister, and a tornado final, potentially.
I would like that, but let's just bowl and see what happens.
Your ball, like Keith Beaupre, you throw the ball mid-40s, sometimes 45, 46, topping out. Your bowling style is so unique. Is that your own style? Or did you learn that from somebody else?
No, that was my own. That's my unique style. That's how I ever started when I was bowling when I was a kid, and I just kept it. So.
And your brother's sibling rivalries, you guys have mutual respect for each other.
Oh yeah, but hey, we like to give each other, each other. So.
Now, working in a bowling center like here, does it help you get more practice time in to help your game?
Yeah, it kind of gives you an advantage, but at the same time, like, what are you gonna do? It's just another bowling center. You never know. Okay,
it's triple lemon drop for you today, by the way.
Okay.
All right. The owner, John Pumphrey, is matching $2 to Candle Pits for Cancer for every clean strike thrown so far. 11 so far. Pick your favorite bowler or all of them today and donate to Candlepins number 4, cancer.com, a 501c3 charity. $90,500 paid out, including a bowler here today. Greg, back to you, and we'll start our string in just a moment.
Thanks very much. So classic candlepin bowling is played with 3 balls per frame, and any pins dropped on the plate stay on the plate and can be used as live wood. That's standard, but today we're playing the 9-pin variant, where all you need is 9 pins knocked down to get a mark or a 10 bucks, or of course for the fill as well. 3 strings, total pinfall decides. We got some bonus money along the way, $300 for a clean triple strike, and $25 to the winner of each string. Shawn Baker already has $125. And the strike challenge at the end. We've come 1 pin short the past 2 strike challenges, but no $100 bonus just yet. Hi, Paul.
Hello, Greg. Welcome back. The soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
There we are.
He'll be calling the middle string to save my voice, raspy and all. Dealing with the cold the last couple of weeks. Shawn Baker, fortunate to be here in the semifinals. The winner takes on the twister, Scott Douglas, next match. All broadcast separate on WN Sports later on the WN Sports Television Network, 37 stations across the country. Thanks to Jonathan Rios out of New York helping us out, putting candlepin bowling across the country.
Yeah, and all broadcast separate here as well on Candlepin Bowling Network, which I'm having some second thoughts about. Maybe I could stop kicking you guys at every live stream, but for now, every stream separate here as well.
Rear leave here, 1-8, 6-10 right, starting the first of 3. We had overtime throw last match. Can we do it again here? Baker, a 9-pin 10. It hit the 8, wouldn't fall, didn't need it. Again, 9s are 10 spares and strikes, so 10 through 1 to start the match.
It's redundant to write X10 on a usual candlepin sheet. X means 10, not strike, but instead of writing -10, but that way with that red mark you see, it's a 9-pin 10.
Baker back on the head pin. It's a 9-pin strike. 20 through 2 plus 2. 2 Easter Classic titles, 20 string at the Leader Lanes in National New Hampshire. We'll see where it ends up next year. Leader Lanes closing. Multiple New Hampshire and state in Massachusetts titles. 3 mixed worlds titles as well, 1 men's world team title as well. And look at this, a 3-3 split. Unusual leave, 2-4-7 left, 6 middle, 9 left, 10 wiggles in the right. On a strike. 5 is all he needs somehow.
Lita Lanes' future is uncertain, but they implore us to have optimism. It's mysterious yet comforting at the same time. I'm wishing them all the best.
Can he pull it off? The Oreo cookie time, got the cream in the middle. Got to eat the good stuff first. You do it with the Oreo cakesters also. 5 in the strike, 25 through 2, and a thin at 6, can't believe it. Just 31 through 3, and he's had slow starts. A lot of the strings. He had a 158 in the quarterfinals, but struggled since then. And a miss by Bob Whitcomb, which he ended up getting a $10, sent to overtime, and he survived that one also. 136-130. Shawn, S-H-A-W-N, not quite.
Who cares?
Shawn with a U, Shawn with an E-A, he's Shawn with an A-W.
Again, who cares?
9-pin strike.
There you go. I do care about how his name is spelled. It's with a W, but
41 plus 2 through 4. Was that a clean strike? I missed that.
no.
Okay. 11 clean strikes overall today. And there's 8 there. 5 in the 10. Would push to 5. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. At least the first version did. I didn't even know. It was the second version of Weebles. They did fall down. I was heartbroken when I found out about that recently.
You may have overheard Kim's voice. She was imploring that 5-pin to drop. That's gone.
So 9-pin spare on strike.
Got it with the
51
wood.
through 4, 61 half plus 1. And get into your shelters, a tornado. On lane 24. Shot. Tim on 24. In a 22-lane house. Lanes 1 and 2 taken out for arcades. They kept the numbers the same. Off the right, thin at 2. Somehow just the 3 and the 6. That's a strange one. He's already won 2 candlepins against the titles, regular roll-offs. One here a couple years ago. And this year,
yes.
What a shot for a clean spare to start his match. He won one at Butwell's Bowling Center, Concord, New Hampshire this year in the winter. The only one to win 2 ladders. This one's a 9-pin style with 9s and 10 spares and strikes. His brother Scott the Twister Douglas, won the 9-pin variety pack last year. It was actually 1, 2, 3 ball. The first string is 1 ball. The second string is 2 balls. Third string a regular string. The fourth string was a 3, 6, 9, where automatic strikes are filled in the third, 6, and 9th. Fifth string was a 9-pin. He won it and won $1,200. Tough break in the object on the diamond. 6 in the fill, 16 through 1 of 6 early on, but up against a strike 5 here. So 10 takes the lead by 1. Cleans it up. 26-25 up 1. 3-string total pinfall for the rights to the finals.
Between a viewer named Will and hi, Fred Spintig. Nice to see you in chat. Thanks for reminding me to change the scoreboard. This is the semifinal. Scott Douglas awaits the winner of this match.
Again, match your clean strikes. Go to Candlepins number 4, Cancer.com via Venmo. You can send a check. The address on the website, Candlepins number 4, Cancer.com, founded by Hall of Famer Al Johnson.
Hall of Famer Al Johnson, which I said
Yes.
before it was true on season 1.
Douglas, what a shot for a 9-pin spare. 36 in the ball through 3 early on.
Once again, because I'm using a lot of new notation, the red smudges indicate a 9-pin whatever, 10 or spare strike, and the center column is noting the first ball head pin hit. Solid if you did, hollow if you didn't. And hello, Will in chat.
Head pin hit, sweeps 8. Football season again, goal post 7-10. 44 through 3 in the first of 3. He's up a baker's dozen.
Box to box, yes. But now against those 2 marks. The 10-pin is his only concern here, but he is concerned because of the double wood. It is liable to deflect wide if he doesn't play properly. Base rule of candlepin cannot go in the gutter.
Douglas trying to get 1. Got it.
See, it was nervous pin action, but it went.
54 in a ball through 4 on Candlepin Bowling Network and the WON Sports Television Network.
The levels got bumped down, sorry.
Tim had a career high season average of 131. Got a high single of 194, highest score in our broadcast, 194 mixed worlds. Bombs away, baby, strike on spare, wow! Home crowd gives him a hand, 64 through 4, 74 half plus 2. Baker 61 on the ball, down 13. That's now 12 clean strikes now, Greg. $24 comes cancer. Bowlers can match it, $2 a person for each bowler, or all the bowlers today if you'd like.
Ding.
Baker, right side, 4 horsemen of post, 5 is the fill. 66 through 5. Tornado 74 plus 2 next. 2027 Hall of Fame eligible Shawn Baker, 1 in the 10. 9s of 10 spares and strikes. His high 20 in the Easter Classic, 27.08. Over 4 dozen television appearances and 8. 74 through 6. World record in doubles with Jack Ray. Five Pro Series wins also. On the 3-9. Greg Gouillart will call the second string.
Baker nearly another Pro Series victory this year. Aaron Fontaine stood in his way.
Another great gentleman, Aaron Fontaine, classic act on and off the lanes.
Josh Daly and Madison Riva Bowlers of the Year, and Madison also her playoffs winner.
And we'll see all of them this week, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, June 27th, 20th, and 29th on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube and or Facebook. Definitely YouTube for sure.
Will Holbrook's team defend?
Baker 9-pin 10, 84 through 7, the first of 3. Total pinfall is all that matters. And Bob Whitcomb was down 37 to 1 against Baker and ended up going to overtime.
Oh!
Baker survived. Look at this one. That's a crazy one.
Now,
a check mark right, wobbling 2-4-7 left. Not even a split.
Maybe that center wood can deflect something across. He only needs 9.
That's a youch. Yikes, nouch combined. Not even the dictionary yet. Youch. Y-O-U-C-H.
Baker once made a strike at Portsmouth Bolorama by hitting the 6-10 pocket. Maybe he was looking for something as wild as that.
It happened once on Candlepins for Cash. I think at the 4-7 the 6-10 backdoor to strike.
Yeah.
Mine was a clean strike.
Yeah. But in Baker's case, it was for a roll-off. It might have been before he made his first ladder on our show, which was after we invited him to do a rematch against Chris Sargent.
So Shawn, a 6 box in the third, a 7 in the 8th, just 91 through 8. And there's a 9-pin strike. Double would certainly help.
Doubles have happened. Shawn Baker had a 5-pack of strikes on our first show.
He had the tournament high of 198 in the qualifying rounds. Today at a 207 in the first match against the 4C Keith Beaupre, the Tsunami. Rolls 7.5 on the Richter scale. Naked 8. It fell down finally. The Tremor drops it down. 1 of the 2. On a strike. Needs 1. He got it both. Barely. 111 through 9 will take it.
We take those.
121 on the ball in the 10th. Cannot to his standards so far. He won the very first Candlepin Corner Christmas Classic. Jordan Britton Corliss do a great job every year at Academy Lanes, Pub 125 Haverhill, Mass. Candlepin Corner, free to subscribe on YouTube. There's a 9-pin strike. Good finish. 131. Nobody wanted, but he'll take the good finish.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes and that 10th box fill, taking advantage of the 9-pin format. Look at all that red on the sheet. So Tim Douglas with that 74 half plus puts him in front, but not decisively.
Douglas on a strike, 4. So Shawn won all 3 strings against Keith Beaupre. He won 2 against Bob Whitcomb. The 3rd string, actually the 1st string, and then overtime. So he's won 5 strings today, $125 in bonus money.
Oh, yes.
Douglas, 9 pins, a clean one. Spare and strike, 84 half, 94 on the ball through 6. Looking good for the 1st string win and $25 in bonus money.
Well, 2 ways we can raise money for the charity. 1, we'll charge John Pumphrey 2 cents for every clean spare. Or number 2, you just go online yourself to candlepinsforcancer.com as you see it on your screen.
Rifles the pocket. No, the 6 goes towards the 3 behind now. 3 rearranged, 6, 4 left. 7 fill, 101 through 6 will take the 1st.
Bob Whitcomb had an oversized 3-pin last episode as well.
The wood won't go. I thought he'd go for the short, too. Thought the wood would carry it. The streak stops.
I'm confused, too, I confess. Very rarely do I second guess. Yeah.
10, 1, 1, 1 through 7 in the first of 3 strings. The winner takes on the Twister, Scott Douglas, next.
Both of these bowlers are Easter Classic champions. Tim Douglas 3 years ago, Austin Barnes, and most recently Josh Daly.
The run-up of this match gets $600 plus bonus money on the 2-8.
I was so angry I thought of the perfect call afterwards. A son of Mary rises on Easter. Darn.
Then along comes Mary, the association song. Greg's like, who? Oh, what a shot
Yes.
for a 9-pin spare. Home crowd gives him a hand. 121 of the ball. About 3 or 4 dozen people watching here in person. Great to see.
Seeing a common theme among these bowlers, are all good at throwing that blaster comeback ball. Just throw a second ball hammer and you're there. Easier to do, only just in this game. That's close.
8 more. 129 through 8. 3 in the 7. A sea of wood in between.
That now guarantees him the string victory and $25. And
You got
a
it
spare.
barely.
Sorry to step on your call.
It's all right. Just don't step in my blue suede shoes. 139 the ball.
Why did I look down the check? It's always your black dress shoes. You told me Candlepins for Cancer shirt always fits the dress code, so I took advantage. I'm wearing my bright orange shirt today.
Crossing over. Like Greg always says, crossovers leads to kings. A 5 survives and the diamond right. 5 fill 144 through 9. A double-digit lead heading into the middle string.
Explains Baker's perplexing 6 fill at the end of last episode.
Won't get that one. Nine-pin 10. Nice start. 154. He wins the first. 154, 131. Greg, the quick recap before the break.
That's a 23-pin advantage, as you see on your screen. 2 strings to go to decide the winner and see who takes on Scott Douglas. We'll be right back on Candlepin Bowling Network at WON Sports in just a moment. That'll be just a minute or two, folks. We'll take an audio timeout. We'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. WON Television Network is happy to bring you this popular movie showcase seen on YouTube to your television screen. It's Full Moon Matinee, hosted by The Detective. Full Moon Matinee is a hosted presentation bringing you full-length free movies in the style of late-night movies from the era of local TV programming. Pour a drink, relax, and visit the days of a vintage era, the black and white classic crime dramas, film noir, and mysteries from the golden age of Hollywood. Welcome back. String number 2 of 3 here on Candlepin Bowling Network at WON Sports. Shawn Baker to lead it off in string number 2, down 23 after a duel that featured 7 marks and pin perfection from Tim Douglas. Only pin he didn't knock down was credited to him in that 10th box.
And the play-by-play by Greg Gouillart.
So 7 marks to 5 for Douglas. Shawn Baker, you see that previous score? I got the clean strike counter there. Here's Baker, box 1. 9 pins counts 10 today, so he could just take out those 2 on the right side and have a lead-off mark. Center column notes that head pin hit. You see it?
John Parr given $2 all 12 strikes today so far. Clean strikes, clean 10 pin drops and strike fills on the strike ball. You can match it, your favorite bowler, to all the bowlers we'd like, to Candlepins for Cancer. The address on the website, candlepins4cancer.com. If you want to write a check, you can go to candlepins4cancer.com, get the address there to send a check. Greg.
All right, we'll mark it 10. Remember, you should write a -10 on your normal candlepin sheet, but today I'm writing a white X so you can see it. Or, no, sorry, it's a red X, isn't it? Doo-doo-doo. To show that it was a 9-pin 10. Shawn Baker, star of Channel 50 Stars and Strikes, and on the Comcast show as well, starts with another split. This time the 4-7 becomes the objective. No, just got the wood this time. Found that perplexing gap earlier in our series. Our ladder climber trying to do it again, but has let 2 opportunities slip by the wayside. Now a couple pins there. Pace really quickens up in this format. It cuts both ways. It means scores can rack up in a hurry, but opportunities can slip away in a hurry as well, even though they're much more plentiful here than in classic Candlepin. Baker drills this one a clean strike. John Pumphrey has to take another $2 out of his wallet as we take another look here. Brilliant. And another 2-in-1 split. So we'll note that strike on the board. 4 for 4 on the head pin as Baker as he's trying to get himself back into this. Again, the same dilemma, a 2-pinner. Yes. And it's clean as well as the 4-pin falls out of nowhere.
Shawn getting back on track here in the middle string.
Look at this one. I see a wild ricochet off the curtain and the sidewall to take it. So we'll give that mark the respect it deserves. And then watch him drop 9. And it's a strike on spare the 9-pin way. And just like that, after a couple opportunities get away, his 5 for 5 head pin half produces 68++.
Tim Douglas won the first.
And $25 for it. $300 on the line for a clean triple strike. Got a skinny mini on this one. It's 2 and 8, actually. Yep, sorry, bud.
8 playing hide and seek, called a sleeper pin. Again, I don't understand why they call it a sleeper pin if it's standing up.
It's that old chestnut. Half Worcesters are only difficult when you're aiming for them. But he only needs 1, and he's got it. That counts today.
$1,200 for the winning bowler today. $900 for second place in this match today. $600 for the runner-up in this semifinal. Plus bonus money, $25 for a string, 1 or tied. $100 strike challenge at the end of the match. Each bowler throws 1 ball. Shawn's got his 3rd chance to win $100 today.
So Tim Douglas has the advantage so far here. The more marks he puts on, the better, although he's only got a 4 fill this time around. 14 after 1. Wood's nestled in there. He should be able to blow up a 5-pin cluster and still get this. Maybe if he misses the head pin slightly, he could still take the 9 and back, which he gets a head pin for a spare eventually.
He wants a 9 to fall, too. He has pride. He wants a clean mark. It's like, come on.
He's got deadwood anyway. We're going to have to retrieve it.
He's like, I'm bowling. I don't want to work today. I work here enough.
No, bowlers are not allowed under the beyond the foul line under any circumstances. I read my rule book. Checking the sweep. Oh, get in the gutter. Get in, get in, get in. Yes, now we can do a standard gutter clearance.
John Winchell, Hall of Fame eligible, was ready to take a walk.
Another Maria Subs bowler. That's gone too. Strike on spare. Sorry, I couldn't resist chuckling at that. I power to you for asking these bowlers, but the snub was just too far. I'm sorry. It's so. Boy. 9 pins toppled. Tim Douglas taking full advantage of this format here. Not that he can't in the normal game as well. This time mixing a bunch. This was almost the Whitcomb puzzle from last episode. And this time he's got the 7, 8, 10. All right, Wood spreading out.
Wood must stop by rule.
Important here because it really gives him the full sense of the situation. He can probably go on that middle wood and take. How doesn't he take 2 if he hits the middle wood? He will. It's gone. 9 down. Another red smudge on the board. Spare on strike.
9 to 10 spares and strikes in 9 pin. Approaching the halfway point of the match. We'll get a station ID next. Haven't done one today, actually.
And it's gone for another double strike. Another strike. Or sorry.
Can Tim throw a clean strike?
No, sorry. It's a 20 box.
It's a spare and strike on spare.
It's a strike on spare. And look at that. All red. No, we're not paying you a red cent for your red mark. But hey, that's the game. That's the thing. You reward good bowling more aggressively. Maybe you also reward a bowler who could splash out pin everything behind the head pin every now and again, but
Doug is up 39 at the halfway through the match.
But look at this. Our kooky variant that other bowlers play, mind you, produces 5 of the best. Very interesting.
Sounds like Artie Johnson of Rowan Martin's laughing. Very interesting, but not expensive.
Only the first head pin miss for Baker. The string he's got, that's a sleeper back there, so that'll be 8.
I know I'm older than you, but twice your age probably, but Artie Johnson laughing? Come on, you got to know that one.
I'm only old enough to know that laughing was the subject of the first $1 million question on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The one where famously John Carpenter.
Artie Johnson, very interesting.
That's the one where John Carpenter used, oh, that's a strike. Who cares about that 5 pin?
Good crowd in here watching.
John Carpenter famously used his phone in front just to tell his dad, hey, Dad, I'm going to win $1 million.
It was great to have Bob Whitcomb in the ladder here also. Just lost a heartbreaker in overtime last match.
Full string if we go to overtime.
Always a good sport, win or lose.
So Baker, our ladder climber.
You try to become the 3rd bowler to climb from 5th to 1st to win it all.
Keith Beaupre recently and Scott LaPierre a long time ago.
That was in the regular format.
2 is all he needs. He got 3 anyway. Racking it up, so that's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marks for Shawn Baker against the 5 Douglas started his string with.
Candlepins with Cancer is a 501c3 charity. Over $90,000 paid out, including $500 today to a bowler going through cancer treatments. Help us out. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Bring you great events like this also.
Ooh. That's 4. Brutal.
117 through 8 in the middle string.
Duck pin plays a variant where it's 8 pin no tab. 8 pins on the first ball is a strike.
Denied again. He's had so many tough breaks today like that. Last match especially.
Yeah, just that 1 pin short. If only we were playing 8 pin today. That's 10.
Actually, I thought about doing an 8-pin tournament next year. They did one in Sanford, Maine, at Bowl Around. They did an 8-pin tournament. I think that's pretty interesting. We're 8 to 10 spares and strikes.
Right.
We could see 200s regular in that one. So we may do a 3-6-9 here next year, where strikes in the 3rd, 6th, 9th automatically, or an 8-pin. We'll see. Just ideas in my head.
We'll just put the head pin out there and see how it goes. The possibilities are endless.
Baker splitting at 127 through 9.
And the quality of the ideas is variable.
He's going to have a big finish in the 3rd to get to that final, more than likely.
Just 2. Uh-oh. Can't catch the backwood either. Chance missed.
Since that 207, not his best stuff since. After that 158 first in the quarterfinals against Bob Whitcomb. 8, 135 string, and just 266 through 2.
Slowed the ball down a bit there trying to get that extra pin, and now Douglas, who Does not need a mark, actually, to overrun this string total. Certainly not to keep the match total. 13 clean strikes. John Pumphrey's donating $2 for each clean strike. You can match him by going to candlepins4cancer.com at the end of this series and doing your part. However much you could give, we appreciate.
Now a double strike, 9-pin style.
We got there.
Can Tim Douglas please throw a clean strike?
How dare.
104 plus bonus balls through 6, heating up.
I mean, look at this.
What a career he's had at a young age in the 20s.
He's got 9. Triple strike for Tim Douglas.
Just a little discrepancy, 9-pin triple strike.
Yes. We could see it racking up.
9's a fine.
Let's take a good look at Tim as he gears up to try and throw a 4-bagger.
104 half, 134 plus in the 6th and 7th.
Baker had 5 in our first show. Nobody did in qualifier, by the way.
And of course, every good triple strike ends up with a half Worcester, 3 in the 9 this time. That's a Paul Grant fill.
That's better. Yes, it's a spare. Well, what was I saying about everything except the head pin?
When you're hot, you're hot. Spare on triple strike.
Seriously?
156 in the ball through 8. Rather be lucky than good. You got to hit him, Tim.
He heard you.
Even when you miss, he hits him.
He hit 9. What do you want from him?
Shawn Baker, give me some of that love.
This time, got his head pin and does not get the strike.
Boy, this guy is just so good.
No longer requires a double for 200 by the by.
Parents Paul and Gene here as usual in the house. His brother's the Twister, Scott Douglas, #1 seed, bowls the winner.
Yes. It is good. It is another all mark string, all 9-pin mark string for Tim Douglas.
173 in a ball, the 9th. High triple overall, 480 in regular for Candlepin Bowling, 716 high 5. High 10, 1302. On the Easter Classic in 2023 in a thriller, 2504 score.
200 still available, by the way, but he must make 2 of these.
Won $4,400 at first place prize. Won since the turn of the century, 2000.
To the 3-6-10. He's got it cleanly. A 10-pin mark.
A strike for 200. Nine right for 200?
Yeah. So Tim Douglas does bowl 10-pin as well, or did at one point.
Yeah.
He used to work at Boston Bowl Hanover.
Yes.
With the cool socks that he's actually sporting right now. For it all, he's gone! 200 string for Tim Douglas.
We've had 2 of those today. Shawn had a 207. He might need one of those to advance to the finals. 2 down, 1 to go.
Unbelievable. We'll mark that in red just to show it.
The tornado touches down, 200, second string.
The lead is 88 for Tim Douglas. 1 string still to go. Would you believe that still could turn around? See you for string 3 in just a moment. WON Television Network is happy to bring you a new horror movie showcase, bringing the best and worst of horror movies for the past to the present. So come inside and discover what we have in store at WON's Cemetery Cinema, hosted by the Mad Darbarian and Doc Dredd. Tune in Fridays at 8 p.m. on New York 48 WWON TV and watch for it across the WON Television Network.
Shawn Baker starts the third and final string. Need a big one. Survived overtime with Bob Whitcomb, my first overtime match ever. 9 to 10 spares and strikes. He's down 354 to 266. Back to lane 24. Greg will call the third string also. If you don't mind.
Look at that. Yeah, my pleasure. Look at that beauty. All that red, all those 9-pin advantages for Tim Douglas, racking up a 200. Can Shawn Baker respond? He starts on his head pin and starts with a 3-6-10.
Again, 9 to 10 spares and strikes and 9-pin. Tim Douglas 200 without a clean strike.
That's how we roll today. And it's good. Getting that set there. Starting spare for Baker.
Huge mountain to climb.
Red smudges denote the 10-pin advantages, the 9-pin advantages rather, and the center column notes head pin hits. Solid bricks mean they hit it on the first ball. Baker. That should be a candy bar, as Bob Lee puts it, in front of the 6-10.
How about a sky bar?
Now we're talking. Thank you for introducing me to the world of yesteryear candy. That's gone.
That was discontinued by Necco Wafers, and there's a campaign about it, and Necco brought it back, the Necco Wafers, which I don't really care about.
I'm
but the sky bars back.
As a Massachusetts resident, I don't think I'm contractually permitted to make fun of Necco.
Not the Nico. Necco.
Not New England Knockout, not Nico Puhar, none of ya. That's gone for a strike. For real!
That's 14 clean strikes. That's $28. John Pump, the owner's putting out. You can match it. $2. Your favorite bowler to match. Candlepins number 4, Cancer.com.
Ding. I need a real sound effect, so I'll just do that.
Ding, 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 ding. You can match your favorite bowler. All the bowlers today. Candlepins number 4, Cancer.com, $2 for a clean strike. Optional donation.
The limitations of local TV programming we shall overcome.
You going to sing it?
No. That's good. Spare on strike.
The start he needs. Remember, he had a 198 in the qualifier to lead the qualifying rounds at a 207 against the Tsunami. Keith Beaupre in the third string to ice it.
I mean, 88 pins is a lot, but it's mark perfect to start for Baker, so never say never.
Tim's had some bad strings here in the qualifiers, too. He bowled a couple of times. Never say never.
8 more.
Still long odds.
Would have probably wanted to strike at some stage, but not going to sneeze at a 90 half. That's confirmed. Presuming he fills it. Mark perfect half for Shawn Baker.
So Tim has won the first 2 strings, so he has $50 in bonus money. Shawn 86 half plus 1. Good for him.
And still does not have the match lead. It's string 3 of 3, excuse me. Mark that accordingly. 5 pins to start for Douglas. Why, yes, there are 2 S's in Douglas. Thanks for asking. Scott Douglas, you'll see. Either way, in just a moment.
Wouldn't it be funny if his brother had 1 S and he had 2 S's?
Diabolical, as the kids say. Needs a couple of these. Getting 3 yields 4. And he gets 2 more. So it's an 8.
So I have Shawn for $125 in bonus money, if I'm not mistaken. Won the first 3 strings, then won a couple more against Bob Whitcomb. 1 in overtime and 1 in the first string. So he's at $125 in bonus money. $600 to the runner-up in this semifinal. The overall runner-up will get $900. The winner will get $1,200 in the finals next on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. How about over 2,000 videos, semi-pro to pro action, free to subscribe on YouTube. Candlepin Bowling Network. Executive producer is Bob Lee.
Not quite.
And try and get 47 subscribers by the Mixed Worlds and 5,000 by the end of the year.
The greatest of thanks to you. I think we might. Gets a 10.
So this is the thing Baker was hoping for, Tim, a slow start.
So far it has been.
And sometimes the bowl, you can feed off that energy. When you see a bowl starting to slip, you can just get the extra adrenaline. Locked in deeper.
That's why you pin all the way to the end. This time 7 gives Timmy a chance.
Oh, the chocolate chip cookie pizza ready to show next match.
It smells so good. Call it a skillet cookie, call it what you want. Douglas will call that a spare. So a head pin and a mark now. You'd think Tim Douglas just getting a few marks here and he should be back on track. He came into the string with an 88 pin advantage.
It could be a tornado twister brother-to-brother final. But Shawn doing his job. Start the string.
This is 6.
34 through 3 in the final string. 3 of 3. We had 4 of 3 last match.
I mean, Shawn still needs a lot. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Is the door ajar, or is it a door?
It's still open.
And that's an awarded 10.
4-4-4, 44 through 4 at Webster Timber Lane's Lucy's Pizza Bar, Abington, Mass. Home of the chocolate chip cookie pizza and fresh hand-rolled pizza every day. Fresh ingredients. Great job John Pumphrey's done. Lou with his brother doing the kids program here on Saturday mornings.
That's in there, 2-4-10, smidge too full.
Another Greg Gouillart trademark. A smidge. I owe you royalty fees for that, Greg. I didn't say it today, though.
Smidgen also. He's got it clean.
5 blocks to go. It's paused 16.7 seconds from the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
Okay. Hi, this is Greg Gouillart alongside Paul Grant here on Candlepin Bowling Network and
Alias Johnny
on
Most.
WON Sports. I am off court side.
Steal my bird.
Please like and follow on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. Please like the video if you're logged into the platform of choice. Hit that thumbs up button. Thank you very much for your support just by watching.
I actually got to interview Johnny Most in broadcasting school.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Strike.
Number 15, clean strikes, $30 for John Pumphrey. Back at the Brinks truck, John. You can match each strike today. Candlepins number 4, Cancer.com. Your favorite bowler, all of them today.
Trucks don't make that boop, boop noise anymore. They go. It supposedly is more directional and safer.
200 string not out of the realm. It's going to need that more than likely. Plus, to advance to the finals against the Twister. Scott Douglas. Back to Greg.
On a strike is Baker. This is the chance he's been waiting for. He almost stole this one. My goodness.
That would have been a strike for Tim Douglas.
Maybe so, but now Wood's nestled in there. As long as the front one doesn't deflect it away, no, that's no problem. Spare on strike.
126 in the ball through 7 after the big 20.
Baker's doing just about everything right.
7 for 7, perfection, all marks.
Sorry, that was not a head pin hit. Short memory.
What'd you say?
Huh? Where are we? On a spare now. 6. Check mark right. Interesting wood. That shouldn't be too much of a factor in this game. Just get on the front one. He didn't.
He held it too long. That close.
That'll be a 10.
Probably have to strike out here to have a chance. 142.3 to his final 2 boxes. It's guaranteed $600. He's the runner-up. It's got $125 in bonus money. It's tied right now in the match. He's got 3 boxes ahead. That won't help. He needs to get a conversion and probably a triple strike to have any chance at all. And that may not be enough. Stays alive, spare. 152 in the ball in the 9th. At this match, about 15-minute break, and we'll be back for our finals on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube later on. The WON Sports Television Network, and now Baker in trouble now.
Thanks for fielding that for me. 7, Phil, on that. Scoreboard was acting up a bit.
A good string, but won't be enough. 159 through 9.
What should be looking at the 1-7? That's one way to take it. Hey.
Take it barely. 169 of the ball in the 10th.
All right, so 27, probably not enough at this stage, but a great string, you know? Getting spoiled in this format, seeing these guys.
So get another $25 in bonus money, can win the string. Give him 150 in the day. 750 overall.
Splash on 8 more, 177 in 9-pin. Tim Douglas trails only by 35 pins and has a mark working. Thank you so much for watching. Final match will be coming on up. For those of you watching live on Candlepin Bowling Network, we'll start in a few minutes' time. About usually 10 minutes between matches. Scott Douglas looking to have what is almost surely a brother-on-brother showdown. Timmy's spare fill is 6 for that 60 half. $29 pins from 5, that's all we require. Can't get a 9-pin anything, or can he? Ooh, wood disappeared off the back.
Not yet. Shawn did his job, but not enough.
That awards 10.
When you had to get a 200 string, at least have a chance. And Tim, only 70 through 6.
Yep, Shawn threw a 207 earlier. Tim Douglas an even 200. This game plays so much bigger. 3 pins out.
So Shawn more likely will win the string and get 150 in bonus money. And 750 overall.
9-pin really challenges such a norm because Candlepin, of course, prides itself at being such a difficult challenge, of course, and you know the humility and patience it requires in order to succeed at this game. At the same time, a lot of mainstream culture likes seeing number go burr, as we say. That's another 10, speaking of the number playing up. And anything I can do to help? Sorry. But just make sure you don't hit that yellow wire.
No, just getting the strike challenge.
Don't cut the yellow wire. But, of course, you think about pinball machines and how the score numbers, now they give away hundreds of thousands and millions just because people like seeing the big number. So it's an interesting challenge of norms as well. But either way, one thing is for sure, true talent is rising to the top here. Scores that I still wish I could do in my own time. Maybe someday, alas. One or the other.
That's no good. Tim on the doorstep of getting to the finals.
Didn't drop it anyway.
And a chance to win 2 ladders this year, a regular format and a 9-pin style here.
Winner. That's the winning pin, in fact.
444, 444 to 443. He's already won it.
Yeah.
90 through 8.
What was he saying? Did he get it?
Is it spare?
No, it's a 10.
It's a 10.
Yeah. I don't think that's what he was saying, in
Okay,
fairness.
I thought you said spare. It's not 10.
Maybe he was saying he didn't get it 9-pin style, or I didn't see a pin
So
drop.
Shawn Baker can't quite climb the ladder. The 5th seed beat the 4th seed. Keith Beaupre beat the Hall of Famer Bob Whitcomb in an overtime thriller in a low-scoring affair, you could say, by their standards.
Douglas was twisting his body, hoping the wood would twist. It kind of did, but not enough as you see the ball deflect. Ball weighs less than the pins. That's how it goes.
In a couple of bounces, Shawn Baker could have won this possibly.
Maybe so. Another red 10.
And only 100 through 9.
Stay tuned. The $100 strike challenge is coming up next. 1 ball for $100. Got to get all 10 to win.
Had 2 9 drops today. 1 more box. Shawn Baker always in the running.
Can't get the strike this time around. 2 more to send this to the 11th, so to speak. What a great showdown we're going to have coming on up. And credit to Shawn Baker, 2 victories, but seen off here.
See, if Shawn was able to get 1 or 2 more marks, he could have won this. Tim had a bad string. Maybe a letdown.
And that's the ball game. Oh, can't show us the full style point,
9
but
pin 10. 110 final string. The update from Greg before the break.
look at all those red 10s. My goodness.
It's a little closer than we thought.
110. 464 to 443 is the final.
He'll be taking on the Twister, his brother, Scott Douglas, and all Douglas finals next.
Stay tuned. Strike Challenge is next. WON Television Network is proud to bring you another horror movie showcase program. Monster Movie Night is a hosted horror movie show with Bobby Monster and Boris Buzzard, presenting horror movies via the internet since about 2011. Watch for it on New York 48 WWON TV and across the WON Television Network. Check your local listings for station, day, and time. And now here's Paul Grant with the Strike Challenge.
One ball, knock them all down. 10 for $100 in bonus money. Shawn Baker, the future Hall of Famer, 2027 class, nominated by Kim Baker here in attendance. We'll go on lane 23, the Tornado, Tim Douglas, next. And 9-drop earlier, not this time again, with 3 chances, got 5. Tim teasing him. He's trying to give him our sarcastic, funny look. The teacher and the student wins it. Douglas, almost. Got 3 9-drops, and Shawn's like, take that. Shawn, good run there. Good, awesome string. A couple of bounces didn't go your way. You could have had that with a couple of breaks.
Yeah, I didn't bowl very well. You know, you're trying to chase that down. It's just not going to happen. But it is what it is. I'm not upset with the day. It was a good day. But you know.
Now we get $600 for coming in 3rd place, and you got 6 strings won, $150 in bonus money.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Really great job to you, Kim, doing the great job putting the shirts, T-shirts, and koozies together.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, she's fine.
We'll see you in the Mixed Worlds this week.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Shawn. Yeah. Tim, take it over here, buddy. All right, sibling rivalry final, the Tornado and the Twister. He's had your number a couple of times in the past.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited that we're doing for the championship. So that's all I really wanted.
The 200 string looked like it was really going to be a runaway, but he came back hard in that 3rd string.
Yeah, it usually happens to every candlepin bowler. You bowl a good game, and then you can't follow up after that. So
you know that feeling. How do you bounce back now from a string like that? You have a high of 200, and you get a string like that. How do you bounce back mentally for the finals?
We're gonna see. We're gonna have fun, and I can't wait to verse my brother. So
you could be the first one to win 3 ladders. You won 2 regular ones, one this year, one a couple of years ago here. You could win 2 this year.
I hope so. I will see. But if my brother wins, then that's good.
Your brother has really done a great job being mentally focused. In the qualifiers, they had 2 181s. In a 618, you got a 818, you got an 816. He was so focused that day, so proud of him.
Yeah, him and me, when we were younger, we always competed against each other, even if we're on the same team or not. So it's pretty good. It's going to be fun watching this last match.
And how important is it having your parents here again watching you, Paul and Jean?
Really, because they were idol. They come to every single tournament we do, and it's really cool to have them here. So
3-letter word for winning.
Wow.
Right, the finals are next. Greg, to wrap it up.
Indeed, finals are live in a few minutes' time on Candlepin Bowling Network here on this live stream. And for WON, we'll see you next week for that. The finals between Scott and Tim Douglas are coming on up. And until then, on behalf of Paul Grant, I'm Greg Gouillart saying thank you very much for watching, and so long.